Hi scholars, welcome to today's math video. Today is Thursday, April 30th. We are going to continue working on our word problems. I am so excited because later today is our Zoom party, so make sure you bring your favorite toy that you want to do a little mini show and tell. All your teachers are going to be there, and we might even have some special guests, so be sure you're there. Be sure you're completing all your work so that you can attend our awesome Zoom party. I can't wait to see all of your smiling faces. Today, let's get started on Module 6, Lesson 2. Your page looks like this. So right now, you should have your packet and a pencil in front of you. Let's get started. We're going to start reading the word Mackay on 2. Get ready. 1, 2. Mackay wrote 18 letters. Robert wrote 14 more letters than Mackay. How many letters did Robert write? I want you to pause the video now and tell someone around you, it could be your brother, your sister, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, doesn't matter. Tell them how you would solve this problem. Pause and tell them now. Nice job. Now that you did that, I want you to pause the video and solve on your own using a double tape diagram. A double tape diagram is the type of tape diagram that we used yesterday. We'll get more practice with it today, but go ahead and do that now. Nice job. Now that you did that, let's go over it together. What number sentence helps us solve this problem? Would it be an addition number sentence or a subtraction number sentence? We are looking for how many letters that Robert wrote. So we know that Mackay wrote 18 and Robert wrote 14 more. Oops, let me mark up my problem. So what type of number sentence would we use? That's right. We should use an addition number sentence. Shout it out now. We should use an. That's right. We're going to use an addition number sentence to find how many letters Robert wrote. Today, we're going to use a double tape diagram. So a double tape diagram is a tape diagram that you set up, and it starts like this with one bar, and then we put another bar next to it, or below it, sorry. How many letters did Mackay write? Let's go back to our problem. Mackay wrote 18 letters. So in my tape diagram, I'm going to write 18. I can't forget my label, and I'm going to label with M for Mackay. Now we know that Robert wrote 14 more letters than Mackay. So should I also label this 14 more? No, that doesn't even make sense. So we are going to label this 18 because we know Robert wrote 14 more than Mackay. So we got to start out with the same number. Then we're going to draw an extra piece on Robert's double tape diagram to show the 14 more. So go ahead and label this 14. So Robert started with the same number as Mackay, then did 14 more. That's why we draw an extra piece, just like this one right here, to show Robert's 14 more. Now we can use an addition number sentence. We can use an to show how many letters Robert wrote. So we know that Robert had 18 plus 14. He had a total of, we don't know. Let's grab 18 and count on 14 more. To solve this addition number sentence, you could also use a different strategy like the make 10 strategy or the add 10 strategy, or you can count on. I think I'm going to bring us all the way back to the make 10 strategy. So to use the make 10 strategy, we need to break up the smaller number into two numbers so that we can make a 10 with the bigger number. If I have 18, I know that I need two more to get to the next 10, 18, 19, 20. And then if I take out 2 from 14, let's see how many I have left. I have 14 13, 12. So then I have 12. So then I'm going to add together 18 and 2. 18 plus 2 is 20. 20 plus 12 is, grab 20, add a 10 for 12. So our new number sentence looks like 20 plus 12. Grab a 10, because I see a 10 in the number 12. 20, 30, and then add 2 more, 32. Great, so much easier. So now we know that Robert wrote a total of 32 letters. If you got that answer, please give yourself a big pat on the back, and please give me a big air 5. Get ready, 1, 2, go! Nice job. Don't forget to fill in your answer statement down below. If you need more time to fix your double tape diagram, pause your video now. If you got it all on your page, let's keep going. So I'm going to scroll to the next page. Remember that today we're only working on word problems. So you need to try your best to read the words on each problem. And if you get stuck on a word, remember you can read through the word. Let's read number 1 together. We're starting with the word Skylar. Your voice is on. Get ready. Go. Skylar solved 16 word problems. Jordan solved 8 more word problems than Skylar. How many word problems did Jordan solve? Go ahead and pause and use a double tape diagram to solve this one, just like we did the other one. You got this. Nice job. Now, since you did that on your own, let's do it together. So I'm going to mark up my problem. I cannot forget. And for Jordan, I'm going to circle 8 more because that word more right there is super important. So we read the problem, we marked it up. Now let's draw a double tape diagram. So I'm going to grab my first box. Oops. And I'm going to make it about this size to show Skylar's 16 word problems. Now I'm going to make another box for Jordan's word problems. Is that right? Give me a thumbs up or down. Yeah, you got it. This is not correct because Jordan solved 8 more than Skylar. So we have to make Jordan's bar or Jordan's tape, Jordan's part of his tape diagram, a little bit longer. So we're going to add on to Jordan's tape diagram like that. Make sure you have a double tape diagram that looks something like this on your page. Next, let's label and put in the information that we know. What information can we add to our double tape diagrams? Skylar solved 16 word problems. So I can put 16 right here. Where's another place that I can put 16 in this drawing? Go ahead and take your finger and point to it now. That's right. I can also put 16 right here in the first part of Jordan's tape diagram because we know that he started with 16, then solved 8 more. Now let's add our labels. So we're going to label the top one S for Skylar. And the bottom one, we will label J for Jordan. Now there's a piece of information that's missing in my double tape diagram. Raise your hand if you know. Raise your other hand if you know. Touch your belly if you know. That's right. We have to put in the part where it says Jordan solved 8 more word problems in our tape diagram. So I need to put it right here to show that this amount is the total number of word problems that Jordan solved. Now, what number sentence can I use to help me find how many word problems Jordan solved? Should I use an addition number sentence? Should I use a subtraction number sentence? That's right, I'm going to use an addition number sentence. Since I don't know what the total number of word problems Jordan solved is, I need to find it using a number sentence that adds together his 2 parts. His 2 parts are, shout it out, 16, and 8. You got it. Now we need to add these two numbers together. Like we did on the first problem, you can use the make 10 way or the add 10 way or count on. This time, I think I'm going to use the counting on strategy. So let's grab 16 and count on 8 more. Your voice turns on in 1, 2, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We added 8 more to 16, and we got a total of 24. We got a total of, you got it. Nice job. Last part you can't forget, you need to write your answer statement. Go ahead and pause and write your answer statement now. Nice job. My answer statement should look similar to yours. Mine says, Jordan solved 24 word problems. Give yourself a big pat on the back if you got that answer statement, and if you solved this problem correctly. Nice job. We're going to do one more together, then it's your independent practice, so get ready. If you need more time on that page, you can scoot the video back a little bit and pause. We're going to read this last one together. Your voice is on. We are reading on 2, 1, 2. Sean found 22 ladybugs. Cameron found 9 fewer ladybugs than Sean. How many ladybugs did Cameron find? So this one is a little bit different. In the problems before, we were dealing with somebody who did more. This time, Cameron found 9 fewer ladybugs than Sean. Go ahead and pause and solve on your own. You got this. Nice job. Now that you solved on your own, let's look at it together. So this problem is a little bit different than the ones before, and we're going to have to work backwards, kind of. So let's do it together. First, I'm going to draw the 2 double tape diagrams. I'm going to draw one for Sean and one for Cameron. Is this true? What my tape diagram is showing that both scholars found the same number of ladybugs. Is it true that both scholars found the same number of ladybugs? Shout it out now. No, it is not true that both scholars found the same number of ladybugs. Who found more ladybugs? Give me a thumbs up for Sean. Tap your nose if it's Cameron. That's right, Sean found more ladybugs. We know because Cameron found 9 fewer or 9 less than Sean. So whose tape diagram do we need to add on to? Is it Sean's or is it Cameron's? Raise your hand for Sean. Raise your hand for Cameron. That's right. We need to add onto Sean's tape diagram because Sean found more ladybugs than Cameron. So I'm going to draw an extra piece to show the extra ladybugs that Sean found. Now, how do I know what goes in my tape diagram? Sean found 22 ladybugs. So is this piece right here that I drew 22? No way. This whole tape diagram right here is 22. So to show the total in a really neat and nice way, I'm going to draw a line that goes from the beginning all the way to the end of this tape diagram and label it 22 so that I know that the whole thing is equal to 22. I'm also going to label this tape diagram an S for Sean. If you don't have your labels, better fix it now. Now we know that Cameron found 9 fewer ladybugs than Sean. That also means if we flip it around, Sean found 9 more ladybugs than Cameron. So in this extra spot that we have for Sean, I know that it equals 9 because Cameron doesn't have this extra spot. So this extra spot is equal to 9, and it shows me that Cameron did not find these extra 9 ones, and Sean did. I'm also going to label my tape diagram for Cameron with a K so that I don't get confused. Now, looking at this tape diagram, what am I supposed to do? Can I use an addition number sentence? Can I use a subtraction number sentence? Shout it out now. You're right. We can use either one of them. We can use an addition sentence or a subtraction number sentence. First, let's solve using the subtraction sentence way, and then we'll do the addition number sentence. So if I am looking for this missing piece right here, I know my total is 22. So I'm going to start with my total in the subtraction number sentence. I know that one of mine is 9. So I'm going to take away 9. Now I need to find where that equals. Let's grab 22 and count down 9 times. Get ready, do it with me. 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. Whoa, we counted down 9 times and we found that we were at 13. Nice job. Now let's solve using an addition number sentence. If I'm going to use an addition number sentence, I'm going to start with the part that I know. I'm going to start with the nice job. Let's start with 9. And we don't know how many more we need to get to 22, which is our total. Grab 9, count all the way up to 22. Get ready, go. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we had 10 plus 3 more, which is 13. Oops, 13. Did we get 13 solving both the addition and the subtraction number sentence? Yes, we did. So that means that we can fill in our tape diagram. What number goes here for Sean? Shout it out now. That's right, 13. Because we know that Sean found a total of 22 ladybugs. Is 13 plus 9 22? Double check your work. Yes, it is. Now we know that what number goes down here? Also 13. You got it. Why does 13 also go down here for Cameron? Shout out your answer in 3, 2, 1. That's right. 13 also goes down below in Cameron's tape diagram because we know that Cameron found 9 fewer than Sean. Nice job, scholars. That one was tricky, but you did not get tricked. Don't forget, let's write an answer statement. Pause and write your answer statement now. Nice job. Now that you did it, we are going to write it together. Cameron found 13 ladybugs. Nice job, Cameron. All right, scholars, this next part is your independent practice. You got this. You are going to rock it. And I cannot wait for our Zoom party later today. I am so excited to see all of you. Keep working hard, and don't forget to log on to Lexia and Zern. Bye, scholars. Love you all.